Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Donovan Mitchell.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. And powering into the first week of the new year, here's a brand new look at the power rankings. Look at the Heat. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And you know right now for the visiting team, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Cowboy. Get out there with Miracle Man. And there's the Monster. And it's Wilson in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Heat, Hill is out there at Malone. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Lowry. And it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard position. Two of the hottest teams, Greg, getting together tonight. This is highly anticipated.
And you know what, Kevin? The trick to winning a game like this, force your opponent to play your style of basketball. That could determine who goes home with the W.
I like that. Leonard with the ball. And finished off by Leonard.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow.
Lowry's shot is good.
And those reflexes never let Lowry down. He was primed for that shot. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
From deep three-point range, and the basket by Malone.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together.
Oh, what a play!
Oh,
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Here's Hill. The teardrop falls in.
Tell you what, good luck trying to stop Hill inside. I mean, once he's this deep, the defense is done.
Takes it out to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. Miami grabs the miss. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Outside Hill. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Here's Miracle Man. Wilson the pass to the Monster. Here's Miracle Man. And he banks in the layup. Miracle Man's got 6.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And that one drops.
And that's Lowry's shot right there. Always looking to capitalize from that range.
Kicks it to Tyler. And stolen by Malone. On the wing, Mitchell. Here's Robinson. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's blocked. Here we go, one-on-one. A nice shot by Tyler.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Mitchell. It's tipped. Here's Miracle Man. Oh,
goodness.
Where did that come from?
Oh,
That was beautiful.
what a punch.
And Miami calls the their first time out of the game.
Yeah, this is a great rivalry, guys. I mean, even though they're in opposite conferences, you look back and these teams have a lot of history.
They really do. I mean, whenever they play each other, it means a little bit extra. These are two franchises, as you said, that certainly have had their fair share of tangles in the past.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And so Van Vliet nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
It's stolen by Hill. In transition, here comes Miami. Hill leading the charge. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile? One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
The Heat have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Floats it up for Hill. Off with the layup.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Here's ABC, and Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Miami trailing. Outside Hill. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, I always think about the first-year players, Clark, when it's this early in the season. There must be a lot going on in a rookie's head during the first few NBA games they play.
Hey, Kevin, no doubt about it. I think back to my rookie days long years ago, man, and I was so excited, thrilled to be living a dream. But the games come, the traveling, the practices, the game plans. Yeah, it feels like you're drinking out of a fire hose sometimes.
Now, here's Lowry. D right on him.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Pass to Money. 1:09 left here in the first quarter. Now a look at the stats for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Good on both. The Heat trail by 3. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Hill. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Out to the right wing. Sirven. Miami no good on that time either.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Hill kicks to Sabonis. No good on that one. Gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
But they get it back. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now the pass to Van Vliet. Just 5 on the clock. No good again that time. Here's Rain Man. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And so it's the visiting team in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be right back after this. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
everybody had their expectations of what we.
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Rain Man is out there with Thunder. Then it's Cowboy, and there's Money. And it's the Monster in at the 5, roaming the paint. The Heat making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in.
Major posterization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
To the paint, got a piece of it. Sabonis, 2. Free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style, and they are all in.
Free throw good. Sabonis.
I look at Sabonis as a terrific stretch four. He's a guy who can play either power forward or center, and he has excellent length and a nice touch.
Malone's checked in for Grant Hill. Pass to the Monster. Right side, Leonard. That one doesn't drop. And the Heat going the other way now. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. And Cowboy is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The jump hook, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
The shot's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Van Vliet. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's the Monster. It's good. The Monster's got his first 2 points of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Mitchell against Leonard. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And so tricky there with the floater. Mitchell.
Oh!
Oh, man. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
And the Heat call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Robinson's checked in for Miami. Here's Van Vliet, and he lays it straight in.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Malone against Leonard. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. The Heat making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Miracle Man.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks. They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And Miami making a change here. Hill's checked in.
Oh my
Great!
goodness! That was special.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Here's Hill. It's deflected. They retain possession. Chalk up 2 there. Malone's got 4 points now in the quarter. Gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor.
And that is a great move off the baseline and a big-time play at the basket.
A great, fantastic reverse dunk. Had to get up high for that one.
Guys, that's exactly the kind of play that can really spark a team to a rally.
Mitchell. Rebound by Tyler. Tyler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And finished off by Leonard.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Here's Mitchell. The 15-footer. Good.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
Here's Wilson. Drains it from beyond the arc. Wilson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Hill looking around. That's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Lowry's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Here's Wilson. Off target from outside. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Malone passes to Mitchell. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
And that's Mitchell at his best. Playing the quarterback on this offense and leaving the D grabbing for air. Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half. Mitchell wide open. And the 3 off target. And here they come. Here's Wilson. Here's the monster. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the visiting team closing out the quarter with a... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
It's been unreal offensive performance, Ernie. They've taken this defense to task. They're finding good shots on almost every possession. I don't know that they could have executed any better on that end of the floor.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, it's not a huge surprise they're getting crushed. Whew. All you got to do is look at the rebounding numbers. They were outworked on the boards in the big way. They even have a hope of coming back. You got to pick up the intensity, man.
And that wraps up the halftime.
And the... There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Heat trail by 20. They've got Lowry. Robinson is out there with Malone. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Hill in at the 3 spot. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Shoots it. Here's Robinson. Off target at the rim. Robinson's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Got a piece of it. Money passes to the professor. Rebound by the Heat. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Right side Lowry. Grant Hill on the wing. They get the rebound. And it's denied. He's got a clear path. Moving it up.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
From the line. And he overshot that one, missing.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's the step back. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Sabonis, he's checked in for Malone. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Mitchell. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You take a look at the Heat right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference.
And you know, for the Heat, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
VanVleet passes to Lowry. Now here's VanVleet. He's guarded closely. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it. And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude. Since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Ryan, he's checked in for Miami. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Here's Sabonis. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Pass to Lowry. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Back to Van Vliet. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Van Vliet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Here's Money. Excellent D there from Hill. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Heat. And Van Vliet, here we go. Second shot opportunity. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. A three-pointer is right on target. Van Vliet's got 11 points.
Boy, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Stolen away, and here's the fast break. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the Heat call time here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Sirven. It's deflected. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Van Vliet against Leonard. Van Vliet passes to Lowry. Sirven. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Lowry. Makes it off the glass. Lowry's got his third bucket of the night. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Lowry. It's rebounded by Leonard.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Lowry kicks to Hill. And the foul on the Monster. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Miami. Karl Malone's checked in for Sabonis, and it's Mitchell in for Hill. Malone passes to Van Vliet. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Wilson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Malone. And the first one at the line is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. The Heat have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. The first one falls. And so Van Vliet nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead. An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And he makes both free throws. 8 seconds left here in the third quarter.
As athletic a move as you're going to see right there. Unreal.
How about the hang time on that thing? Wow.
Well, you got to have some hang time if you're going to pull off that 360, and he certainly has some.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. We've got money. Thunder is out there with Rain Man, and it's ABC, and it's the Professor in at the center position. The pass to Thunder. Offensive rebound, ABC, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Mitchell passes to Malone. And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Robinson.
Thomas Bryant.
And that's a foul called on Money. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Cummings, he's checked in for Miami. Ben McLemore comes in for Donovan Mitchell. .60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Left side, Bryant, but he gets it back. The Heat need to get a shot off. Just 2 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
And the foul called on Thunder. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Number 1.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Bledsoe kicks to McLemore. Good on the triple. McLemore's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Now here's Beverly. He's tightly guarded. To the wing on the left. Wilson against Bledsoe. Stolen by Wilson. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break.
Oh, my goodness.
That is breathtaking.
That's not what I was expecting.
Me either. I don't think anybody was. Even he didn't know what he was going to pull off on that one. Spectacular.
Takes creativity and spontaneity. The ability to make it up on the fly, that's special.
Now here's Beverly. Tight defense on him. 5 to shoot.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Now McLemore. Back to Beverly. 6 to shoot. Over to the wing. Now here's Bledsoe. Can't hit from the elbow.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Knocked away. And here comes the break. Goes up. And he dunks it down.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Beverly finds Bledsoe. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to Cummings. Trying to get something going. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Bryant. And the shot goes down. Gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And here's Bledsoe. And they go to the intentional foul. And he knocks down the first one.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Miracle Man.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players.
And just a perfectly designed play. Anytime you can get a dunk on the inbounds, you know the X's and O's were in the right spot.
Man, I tell you, you really have to appreciate how much Beverly hustles. He plays hungry and with an edge. He's skilled, though, on both ends of the floor in addition to that. Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And that put a hush over the crowd.
Wow, I mean, took these fans out of the game in the blink of an eye.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the lights out in this one, 77%. Miracle Man hits the front of the rim and out. For Miami, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. That free throw good from McLemore. And McLemore drops them both. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
That's good from Beverly. Both free throws good from Beverly. 1:16 left to play here in the fourth. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. 1:14 left in the fourth, and Cowboys going to pick up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. ABC's checked in for Tyler. That one misses. Here's Miracle Man, guarded by McLemore.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
And the first one at the line is good. Bledsoe hits them both. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Yeah, the good news, though, is they've already got the win wrapped up. He might as well sit back and enjoy this one.
The professor's checked in for the Monster. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
For Miami, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. The first free throw is good. Bledsoe hits them both. And the lights out in this one, 77%.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
The first free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Both free throws good from Beverly. Here's Miracle Man. The layup off target. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Beverly. Here's Miracle Man. Hits it again. Wow. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
The first one falls. And so he's able to get one of two. 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Beverly. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
And he knocks down the first one. Bledsoe hits them both. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Leonard, terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
That's good from Beverly. Both free throws good from Beverly. .16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bucket is good. Miracle Man's got 55.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
And that's an intentional foul. That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Miracle Man, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And an intentional foul right there. That's good from Beverly. Both free throws good from Beverly. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And how much do you love to see a guy with the skill and the nerve to pull off that reverse?
Well, you know, Greg, if it was any other player, it might be surprising, but he is just so good.
Guys, I tell you what, he's definitely one of the few guys with that move.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Miracle Man. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And the professor picks up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Both shots good from the stripe. The visiting club takes the win on the road. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking.